The West Virginia House of Delegates is looking at a new bill proposed by Governor Justice, and it's creating controversy with some businesses.
That's right. Gina Cadigan has more on who this bill will affect. She's in the 12 newsroom at the moment. Gina.
Thanks, Don. House Bill 2027 could help people's personal tax cuts, but cost small businesses thousands in sales tax. I talked to some local breweries about why they don't want this bill to pass. Governor Jim Justice is looking to get rid of the state's personal income tax to grow the economy. But as he does that, he's suggesting an increase in sales tax rates. Companies that will take the brunt of that tax are local breweries.
So last year in taxes, we paid about $20,000 in state excise tax. This new bill gets introduced, that'll jump up to $117,000 in just state excise tax.
The House bill proposes that for every barrel of beer a brewery makes, they'll have to pay a tax on it. For context, these two kegs have the same amount of beer as one barrel. If this bill passes, the tax on this beer will go from $5 to over $29. That's more than a 400% increase. For most breweries, if the state tax increases for them, then their customers will see an increase in draft and canned beer.
We'll have to directly increase prices to accommodate that, and that's going to be at least 10 cents a glass. A lot of our beer you can find for a 4-pack for $8-9. If that gets pushed over $10, how many people will see that and pass it up and go with something that's a little cheaper?
Some breweries say they're already dealing with low sales because of high prices in stores.
If you look at Kroger and you see my beer, or Greenbrier's beer, and they're like, wow, that's expensive, why is it so high? We're already kind of high because we're small. I have to pay more for my malt, I have to pay more for my hops. So we have to in turn charge more.
Others won't have the option to raise their prices. They'll just be forced out of business or out of the state.
We have a choice with this tax. Declare bankruptcy or move to another state.
But leaving the state means leaving something they love.
We're born and bred. We are. We're West Virginians. This is not a choice we want to make.
House Bill 2027 was introduced to the House on Tuesday, but hasn't been voted on yet. Live in the 12 newsroom, I'm Gina Cadigan. Don and Amanda, back to you in the studio.